Going live. You're live. Hello. Hopefully you can all see me and such. Let me know if the levels aren't super good. I mean, I guess it's just my voice right now, but might have some bass in here. Oh wait, I know you can't hear that. We'll start with that. How's that compared to my voice? And then if I were to, I don't know, play a little song for you. Let's find a good one. Nice little something. And that. How are the levels? That versus my voice versus the bass. Hello everyone coming in. Ooh, a lot of you are coming in. Nice. Hello. Alrighty. Levels are good, says Klinger. Thanks for tuning in. Alrighty. Yes, someone just asked, is this my website? It is. So, I brought you all here today so that I could talk about my album coming out today. It's very exciting for me. I've waited over a year for this to happen. I've been just sitting at my computer making songs basically for quite a while now. This is my second album I've made, and I started this album probably around, I want to say like end of summer of 2021, so like over a year ago. So it's been a while, and this is by far the most work I've put into anything. It's like it's taken that long because I've been putting in all the work for it, and it's finally happening. It's finally getting released, and so I'm really excited about it. So yeah, for those of you that don't know me, my band is Never Out. That's the name. I have a website, neveroutmusic.com, and so yeah, that's where I'm at right here. This is my album coming out. Colorblind to You. That's the album cover. You can also see it up there in the corner of OBS of the stream. So yeah, I'm saying it's coming out tonight, mainly this time. And that's for me, but for several people, it's already out. Like basically everywhere that's east of the US is like it's already out, because time zones and stuff. So yeah, this is for New York time, which a lot of the US gets counted with. I'm not in New York, but that's where it like counts for me. So yeah, for me, this is when it's releasing, so that's when I'm releasing all the lyric videos and stuff. Good to see Emberset here. Emberset is featured on this album here. What's the best way to show you all these? I'll try to pull up the Spotify page or something, because it's like showing up there already. Let's see. So we go to search, Never Out. It should show up already. It might not because of the time zone stuff. Okay. It's okay. I have like a special code thing that I can put in. You guys can see it a little easier. Music. Upcoming. Copy. And we search it. Paste. There we go. So this is kind of showing the track list for the album. Emberset in the chat. He's right here. He's on one of the songs. So cool. He is really cool, guys. They are really cool. And yeah. So yeah, 12 tracks. 4 of them are out right now already, regardless of where you are. Those have been released over the past few months or whatever. And so yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. I hope you all like it. This is my one favor I ask of you, 56 watching, is listen to it. That seems very silly, but yeah, I mean, I put a lot of work into it. If you like my random goofy videos, maybe you'll like something I am a little more serious about. And yeah, if you don't like a song, if like 30 seconds in you're like, yeah, I hate this song, whatever, it's okay. Skip it. Go to the next one. But don't just skip the whole album, all right? Because I have a few different vibes throughout here, and one song doesn't define the whole album, you know? So, yeah, I spent so long on this album cover. This was a second draft, actually, because I wasn't happy with the first one. Not that I wasn't happy with it. It was still a cool photo. Maybe I'll show you guys that. I don't want to show you all my files. I'm sorry. So the original cover originally was something like this. Yeah, something like this. So it's very similar, like obviously similar idea. Oh, I'm covering it all up. I'm sorry. So, similar idea, something like this. Which I do like how this looks. I do especially like that kind of like stream to puddle deal. But this was a very cropped in photo, and like this is the full scale how it looked. But I wanted it to be zoomed in like that. And so I didn't want to lose so much resolution. Like you can kind of see a little more pixely on this. And then this just felt too warm. Like I'd say my album feels kind of like a winter album, especially a January album. I made sure to try to release it by January, and it's happening finally. So yeah, that versus the real one now. A little more up close, I guess. You are already seeing it like 3 times over, but way higher resolution. I already knew I was going to take it from this close, so the full scale one was this big, barely cropped in, mainly just took off the sides. I spent a lot more time on this whole eyeball deal, and I decided to keep the iris in the eye. It was almost on accident because I was just working with layers in Photoshop, but I saw it and then I was like, you know, that's really cool. So I kept it. I like how it looks kind of like, oh, it's winter, but it's not like total nighttime. Like, I don't know. I feel like winter is often associated with bad, cold, whatever. And like, obviously I was still going for the cold with all the snow, but I wanted it to be like a cooler vibe, but still like it had the warm stuff in there. It's not like totally taken over. I think it's a little more dynamic. And I wanted it to feel kind of like raw. Like obviously this is kind of like a really kind of gross thing going on. And that's just like, wow, that's just gross and raw, whatever. And even like I made the texture on everything really high. Like my hair, you can see everything. My eyelashes, my eyebrows, even my chapped lips, you know? Like, I just wanted it to all be very, like, how it was. I don't know how to totally explain it. But I like it. I'm happy with how this one turned out. And yeah, so that's the final thing, as you can see here. And yeah. Yeah, I have to keep checking that this timer's working because it wasn't working earlier. Sorry, I haven't been really reading the comments. Maybe I'll just ask you guys, what are some questions you have about anything related to the album or music in general? Or if you want me to show you something, I won't show you everything, I'm sorry, but if you want me to show you something, whatever, anything. Is it supposed to be paint? I was going for, it's my eye leaking out and my iris got left behind. So like the white of my eyes is this. And obviously there's a lot more than would be there, but it's just artistic, I guess. Thanks for the pretend chapstick. So play stuff. I don't know exactly what to play. I've been trying to get back into bass a little more because I've been out of the groove. But yeah, I'll try to keep it going, and I might try to take lessons again, because I enjoy it. Let's see. Sorry, my mind's all over the place. How long did it take to edit this? The cover, I want to say like over the span of a week, I got it like done. Like took the photo to done editing, maybe. But I don't know exactly how many hours. Like there was a lot of thinking time on that, you know. Favorite song to work on this album? Wild. I don't know. Let's see. So the singles you might already know of. This one. I can't play it anymore, but that's the main one with like just a nice bass line going through it. That was really fun to work on. It kind of, for a while, I was trying to decide which songs should be the singles and especially what order the songs should be in. But now that I've decided, especially with this song, it's like, that's where it was meant to be all along. Like, I think this kind of introduces the album well, where it's not like getting too like exciting or too like chill, you know? And like the mood is kind of like consistent with everything else in some way. And so I was happy with that. This one was a lot of fun. I just asked Purple Hills. He was my roommate at the time. He's been on another track as well. He's laughing in the back. He's behind the green screen right now. But he was on this track right here, Dreaming Days, from my other album. And yeah, I was just working on my album, and I was like, hey, you want to be on a track? And he was like, yeah, sure. And we just like wrote lyrics for it and recorded it, and it was like very chill. Like I wasn't like, that was probably the least serious song, not necessarily in a bad way. It was just like fun to work on. The lyrics like have meanings, but it's not like trying to prove a big point or anything. It's kind of all over the place. All of Us, I feel like this might have been one of them that I've spent the least amount of time on. Which, like, not to say I, like, was neglecting it. It's just, like, how it went, I guess. It was fun, though. Who's Purple Hills? You want me to show you? He's on the website. Modeling for my merch so kindly. This is him. He's gonna cringe so hard when he watches this. Oh, that was him, and then he got swapped out. There's him again. This is a past version of him. Past version of him. But yeah, he's been my friend since elementary, so we've just been having a good time. That was a fun little thing to write. Double jump. This was really fun to write because Sam Judd, he is my cousin who hasn't released music yet, which I'm really trying to get him to release music. Like, very much. Because his voice is just nutso. If you've heard this song, you know, like, he just is so good at singing. It's ridiculous. And so yeah, that was so fun to work on. We weren't even working in person for most of it. But like we would just like send audio files back and forth with each other. And yeah, I just remember sending him like a very loose, rough beat or whatever, like the instrumental. I had a test title double jump because I was watching my brother play Hollow Knight, if you know that game, and he just unlocked the double jump power up. And so I just called the song Double Jump just to like have a filler name before I came up with something else. And I showed this to Sam. He really liked it. I sent the instrumental to him, and he used Double Jump in the lyrics. So Double Jump is the actual title. It's great. Before I continue with that, the whole song explanation, inspiration for album cover. Here's the main inspiration, all right? I have my other YouTube channel. This is my music YouTube channel. I have a music video for Too Late to Catch Up, which is my 4th single. It starts out like this. I'll get a little smaller. There we go. Right there, where I hit the pavement, the asphalt from getting hit by this car. That's what inspired the album cover. I got the idea for this and the album cover at the same time. Because, I don't know, things in life just kind of led me to want to do that. I don't know exactly how it went. Yeah, I am going crazy in this one. I'm not sorry. You guys can listen to it. You can watch it. It's fun. This was probably the most fun music video to film. Side note, I've got some lore going on if anyone wants to be Matt Pat, you know. But I don't know, just full on embracing like the crazy goblin mode, whatever. It's fun to do every once in a while. So that was really fun. So yeah, that's what inspired the cover for the whole album. And that's why the original cover, as I showed you, had like those warmer tones and stuff. I'll show you that again. Because it's important when you look at that back to back. So you can see, this is where, I want you to get a good shot. This is where I land from the car in the music video. And this is my old album cover. And so it was the exact same location. And so it was meant to be like literally the same thing. And that's why I tried to shoot the album cover at this spot originally. But yeah, I just didn't like how it looked. So even though it doesn't fit with that whole narrative or whatever as well, I like aesthetically this one a lot more. But yeah, so let's see. I was at Double Jump. Past Belief. This one, I don't know if I would say this was the most fun to record. It was kind of just a vibe. Like, this one's one of the more chill ones. And I don't know, like, I was just like vibing, like putting into the computer like what I was feeling, and that's what came out. And then my brother Ethan, some of you guys know Ethan from the very obnoxious spam in chat. He wrote and played the guitar for this song. He is very good at guitar, and so I asked him to do something, and like just in that night we recorded it, so that was fun. He Sailed, I recorded this in like a day. It's an interlude, so I wouldn't say it's like the same production value or whatever as the other ones, but I think it's still a nice song. I like how it sounds, because it's weird writing music, because you tend to just like gravitate towards certain genres and stuff, but I listen to a lot broader like music stuff than what I write. And so I don't know, this is a little tuning into that with it's very raw. It's just me and the guitar. It's no synths or anything, which is very unusual for me, but I like listening to a lot of that type of music. Blue Shift. This might be one of the most fun that I had working on a song. This, I'll give slight spoilers on how it sounds. Essentially, this was when I was in college. I was taking a astronomy class, and I was trying to, I enjoyed the astronomy class. I was just going through college, taking whatever classes I had to, but astronomy, I enjoyed it. It was a vibe, kind of just like, we had these like recliner chairs, you know? So like we'd just lay back and look at a projector dome of stars and stuff and learn about the stars. It was nice. Anyways, this is gonna sound like really nerdy now that I'm like spelling it out for you, and you haven't even heard the song yet, but essentially, if you've heard a fire truck pass you, it like starts going where whoa whoa. Like as it passes you, it gets tuned down and slower a little bit. So that's called the Doppler effect. Anyway, that happens with light as well. Blue and purple light waves, sorry. They're longer and travel further. And red sound waves are really short. And so, sorry, I'm trying to like remember all of the sciencey stuff behind this. But essentially, if stars are coming towards you, it looks more blue because of the way the light works with that. And so that's called a blue shift. And if they're moving away from you, it's a red shift. And so blue shift is about me wanting stuff. I want it to come towards me. And that one was really fun to record. I made it sound like space and stars, for me at least. Too late to catch up. That was really fun to record, just because, same as the music video, just kind of going nutso for a second. Somehow I Cry, super downer title, I know, sorry. But yeah, that was also kind of like this one, where it was pretty raw, just me and a guitar. But Sam from this, he suggested I add a bit after everything. Like, I started with kind of just this raw, like, me guitar, and then it ends. And Sam was saying, oh, now you should just go, like, crazy, like, huge synths, like, craziness. And I was like, I'll try it out. I did it. I am so glad I did. It helps with the song in every way. Mainly, just, like, the messages and stuff of the song. It works a lot better with that whole deal at the end. Very fun. Nevermore with Emberset. Very cool to work on. Like, I was just at their house working on other unrelated music, and we ended up just starting showing each other some stuff we were working on, and I was like, oh, I'm thinking about writing another album, whatever. I showed him the instrumental for this, at least the old version, and they were like, I like this one. What if I'm on this track? And I was like, all right. And so I worked on it a little more, and then I sent it to them. Or no, right then we like worked on it. We worked on the lyrics, and we just tried to get sort of a base going, and then from there, with like school and everything, we were a little more distant, but we just sent stuff back and forth, including most of the audio files, and I don't know, that one's another one where it's just like a nice vibe. Very fun to work on. I See It Again. This was a lot of fun to work on. I'm gonna say this about all of them, but I tried to make this one sound like it's being played in a stadium, like as if I was performing a concert at whatever basketball arena is nearest to you. And it was fun kind of like trying to get that effect. This was the result of an all-nighter. College gets you on a bad sleep schedule sometimes, and I kind of needed to reset it. I don't think all-nighters are like almost ever the move, but I did that anyway. I'm glad I did because it resulted in this. Departure. I'm really happy with this song. This is one of the few songs I've made that have no percussion or drums at all. And I wanted it to kind of just be like really chill, kind of like you hear my emotion a little bit. That's at least what I was going for. So yeah, that's definitely on the more chill side. And I don't know, it was just good to work on everything. That's the album. And yeah. Yeah, so it's coming out right here. It's already out for so many people. It is probably out for you if you're not in America. And so I think the link's in the description and stuff. So please go give it a listen. I'm okay with you leaving if it means you go listen to it. Okay? But otherwise, stay until it's coming out. Mainly also, I'm dropping all the lyric videos I mentioned, but I'm setting this one as a premiere, Blue Shift, because this is one of the more exciting ones that I wanted to like really push, like kind of like a single, but releasing at the same time as all the rest of the album. So yeah, once I end this stream, it should automatically redirect you to this, and you can watch it. I spent a bit of time on this. Purple Hills helped with the editing, doing the like just putting the text on the screen, and then I did the like background effects, everything. And so yeah, stick around for that and all the other lyric videos that are coming, so you can look at the accurate lyrics and don't have to guess, because I'm sure it's hard to like hear lyrics. At least for me, it's hard to hear lyrics with like every song. So yeah, stick around. Anyways, I do like ramen. It's true. You're gonna get Never Out merch, Oliver. Thank you. Very cool. I'm wearing Never Out merch right now. See, at least, especially this hoodie or sweatshirt. I really like this design, actually. Like, I made this for myself because when I made this, I had almost 0 listeners and stuff. So I literally was just making merch for myself. And so I made it as cool as possible. And now you can buy it. And I think it's as cool as possible. So go for it. Same with all the other merch. I am happy with the new merch I just dropped. Stickers, beanie, shirt. It's fun. And yeah, of course this, which is what I'm wearing. But yeah. Favorite song outside my own? Bro, that's not a real question. You can like certain songs more than others in certain times and stuff. But if you just have a favorite song, like no matter what, that's a little questionable. Like, I think you gotta like have quite a bit of a range, you know? Like, I do have a lot of like favorites, I guess. But like they cycle through all the time and they change order, all that. So I don't know. I don't know what my favorite song is. Where can you buy merch? neveroutmusic.com/shop. Link in description, I think. I have my own website. I have 2 websites. Isn't that nutso? This and Oats. Hey ya. That's a fun song. It's kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just nice. It's nice to listen to. I don't listen to it all the time, but like when it comes on, it's like, yeah. Favorite animal? If you haven't noticed, based off my other videos and streams, I do like monkeys and apes quite a lot. My favorite being gibbons. They are one of the apes. They're the 4th species, main species of ape that people seem to forget about. And it's so sad, but I think they are so cute and so cool. Look at these go. Look at them. So they're my favorite animal. They're just little ape guys. Look at that guy. I'm totally in the way of like half the screen. But yeah. Why? Favorite song is Godzilla by Menem. He does go off in that song. I can't deny it. He is very good at like just putting words together, you know? Like when he raps, he says stuff that makes sense and it like obviously like connects with each other like sentences are supposed to do. But he's able to do it so quickly and like freestyle stuff so well. It's really nutso. Like he's really talented. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite rappers just because I don't know, I'm more into some of the more like big picture kind of artists, I guess. Like I don't know, Kendrick and like Tyler the Creator. Their songs kind of have a big like idea behind all of them rather than just like trying to sound super cool, you know? And they do still sound super cool. Is this my best work or is there room for improvement? I don't think there's ever not room for improvement. I don't think I'm ever gonna just like reach a cap of my potential I don't think that's like really possible for anyone. I mean, I'm sure a few people have done it, but I think if you keep working at something, you can always get better at it. That being said, this is probably what I'm most proud of as of right now. And I mean, it's taken over a year to make. And if I'm still able to say that, then that means it's held up at least decently, because I tend to criticize most of my past things. Do I play any other instrument? Yes. I mean, you can hear a bit through here. Mainly I play just random synths, so essentially keyboard. I play some guitar. I obviously play bass. I sing. That's not an instrument, but I do that, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of play every instrument, basically, just not super well. Like, I wouldn't even say I'm super good at, like, bass, and it's probably my best instrument. So I play a lot, but not, like, well. But enough that I can record it. Like, oh, I can try all these times, mess up every time except for once, record it. It's in the song, so it sounds good. So I'll take it. Favorite Tyler song? That's an interesting question. I'll make sure I can get back to that. Tyler, the creator. So I'll be honest, I have just started getting into him, but I got introduced with this album essentially by my brother, Dallin. He loves it. This is his favorite album, he says, Igor, and I listened to it a few times now, and I really agree. It's really nice. I like it a lot. And I like a lot of these. Like, I think is one of my favorite on there. Gone, Gone, Thank You, I really like. This whole album's pretty good. I don't know. I think I've saved all of the songs on here. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, only 14 minutes. 13 minutes 41 seconds. Yeah. It's happening, guys. So close. The build up since so long ago. Yeah, cuz you guys have only heard about this album, or only heard about a song on this album since what, like November, maybe October. So it's been like a wait for you guys, but for me it's been a wait a year longer than that. So it's crazy that it's happening. I don't know. Like, I can only imagine like how crazy real big artists feel when they're dropping their albums. Like, they probably have spent 2 or 3 years on this one thing and had to keep it pretty like confidential to themselves, and then they drop it just all at once one day, and all of a sudden everyone in the world can hear it, and they will hear it because you're a massive artist. Like, that would be crazy, because I feel crazy at my level, and obviously YouTube has me at like 200,000 subscribers or whatever. But with this whole music deal, I mean, how many of you were watching? Like, yeah, 31. So not a lot, obviously. And then on my music channel, I've got like 1,000. So I don't have a lot of like fans music-wise, which is okay. I'm not like raging, but like, it's still crazy for me. It's happening. Finally. It's crazy. Anyways. Cameron, no, I know how you feel. Releasing just a ton of music. With this album specifically, I made sure to be very cautious with my song drops, because my first album, which you can see right here, was pretty rushed, I'll be honest. Like, I wrote all of these songs and a ton of other songs very, very quickly. But that being said, I do like a lot of the ideas on here. I think, like, some of these still hold up. But mainly, all of them have bad mixing, which I have come to learn is very, very important. But yeah, with this new album, I've written, like, at very least 100 songs since that last album. And these ones, I'm like, okay, these are the ones that can really make it onto an album that I'm really proud of, that I can put out for people. And so you're getting the cream of the crop, guys. So you better appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know. I understand the urge of releasing, like, a bazillion music. Because I totally could. But I'm trying to restrain a little bit. I don't want to be... That's another thing I've seen with artists, is if they totally overload the audience with so much music, sometimes they care less and less about when you release stuff. So when you, like, drop a really meaningful thing every year, 2 years, 3 years, it's a big event, kind of. Anyways, 10 minutes! Fuzzmo, if you think that YouTube is really what you want to do with your life, then you gotta stay 100% motivated. If you think that's not gonna happen, that's okay. Just keep it a hobby. Like, there's no stress. Like, the sad thing about YouTube is if you're not working really hard, you're not gonna be able to keep up with everything. I got lucky in the beginning, I'll admit it, but I ended up kind of... I'm still at this level and I'm still growing because of all this. Like, I'm putting in work now, you know? Yes. Kieran, you're exactly nailing a main aspect of everything I'm doing right now. Is there any concern with trying to make unserious content, parentheses, Oats Jenkins, with also pursuing a serious thing like an album, and how those can, and if they can, mix? It's hard. It really is. I obviously, like, built my empire on being, like, a funny man, whatever, and being, like, completely unserious, but, like, it's crazy because I put so much work into this, and this is, like, something I'm seriously passionate about, and you know? And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not the best at converting the numbers, you know? Like, 200,000 subscribers from Oats to 1,000 on Never Out. That's a really bad return rate. What, like 0.5%? And so I'm not great at it, but my mindset is even this amount is so much more than I would have had if I didn't blow up on YouTube. So I'll take it. Yeah. This is crazy. Tips on becoming a song artist. It totally depends on what level you're at right now. Like, what stage. It's really hard to, like, figure out. Like, it really is. I kind of went through this whole process. At this point, I've gone through, like, working with professional mixing and mastering people, and, like, really whittling down everything. And that only came after I did the whole, like, total independent, I wrote a bunch of songs and released them. So it depends on the stage you're at. I'd just say, if you're really passionate about it, keep at it. So as we're closing in at this little time, it's happening. It's happening. So anyways, Never Out. This is my music channel. I've mentioned Blue Shift. This is the premiere that's happening. And I'm going to end this stream just a little bit before this ends, okay? And then it's going to show this video. You have to promise to click it, all right? I'll be in the chat, okay? I just won't be talking directly to you. But I want you guys to listen to the song. And if you don't like it, it's okay. Go listen to my other songs. Because all the other lyric videos will be out at the same time. So that's what's happening. Ooh, Africa Toto versus Any Way You Want It Journey. That's crazy. Okay, I've had a extensive relationship with mainly Africa Toto. I don't know what it was. Oh, I do know what it was. Okay. This is 8th grade. The artist Poppy came to my city. At that point, she wasn't like crazy big, and she wasn't metal yet. She was still like Poppy, you know, and she came, and the venue during the freaking, like, there's so much wait time with concerts. The venue, an hour before, like, even the opener comes on, which was Charlotte, which was her mannequin. An hour before, they start playing Africa by Toto, and everyone's like grooving, and everyone in the audience knows the lyrics, of course, and everyone's singing. And then they play it again, and everyone's like popping off. It's great. They play it again, and they played it only Africa by Toto for an hour straight. And then we watched the Poppy concert. I think that combo kind of like brainwashed me, because all of 9th grade, that was like my song. And so I don't know like what my real emotions are there, you know? Like, I don't know if that's me thinking that it's a good song or if it's brainwashing, whatever. Anyways, at this point, I don't totally listen to it all the time. I don't listen to it very often at all. But I do have a connection with it. And Any Way You Want It, I grew up on that song. My mom loves Journey. And I don't know. It's a hard one to pick. I'm going to go with Africa just because of my connection. But I don't totally know about just like the actual song itself. What's it like to write and produce music? You want to see? You open Logic. This is the program I use. You say, oh, it's going to show you sneak peeks maybe. I don't know if I want you to see sneak peeks. Okay, you open Logic, you open a project, and it takes forever to load because it has all these plugins and stuff. And you open a new track, you make a new synth. I'll show you what that's like. You go like, oh, new software instrument, and then, can you not hear that? You should be able to hear that. Oh, I know why it's not working. We go like this, audio. I'm running out of time. I wanna just do this little bit first. Jaws. Just you wait. All right. You open a new track, you try to find something. Oh, I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound. I like that sound. Then you use it, you play some chords, whatever. And then eventually you end up with all these layers you sing on top of it. That's what all these blue ones are. And then it turns into a song. And then once it's all done, it's fun to look back at your stacks, your track stacks. This is just my vocals for not too far, not too far, no, not too far. It's fun. And so now you have this like 100-layer song, and then you do another one and another one. Anyways, it's dropping now, so I'm going to redirect you to this video, okay? The stream's gonna end. You're gonna go to this video, and you're gonna watch it with me. I'm gonna be in the chat. It's happening. Everybody, thank you for being here. I know it's probably late for most of you. US, whatever. All right. Everyone, farewell.